Hello, welcome. Today we are talking about how to attract a specific person. It's a question that came up on my channel and today I'm going to answer it. So stick around. So before we get going, I've got a few exciting things to share with you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Hedley Derenzie and I'm a qualified life coach, author, and I am super passionate about the amazing teachings of the law of assumption as originally taught by the great American mystic Neville Goddard. It is the stories that we tell that create our life. So if you want to change any part of your life, then you have to start by changing the story. And if you want to create the most amazing life, then you need to know how to tell the most amazing stories. And that's where these teachings can really help. And that is why I am here. So if you would like any support with changing any part of your life by changing the story, there are a number of different ways you can work with me. I offer one-to-one coaching, which is really where we get into the specifics of your situation. But if that's not available to you, I also offer quick coaching, which is coaching that's done online where you fill out a questionnaire about your specific situation and then I respond with a recording. And so that's just another way of kind of getting to the, we're just getting support for your specific situation. I also have group coaching on my new Patreon page, which is still in development, but it is up and running. And what else? I have a free 21-day Set Yourself Up with the Ultimate Self-Concept course, which is a free course available for download now. And that will help you to really rework your self-concept and turn towards more of the positive things you want to be telling about yourself. It's just a great way to start. I'm also in Instagram, so you can find me there. All of those details are below. But let's get into today's video. Okay, so today we are talking about how to attract your specific person, and where the inspiration for this video came from is a comment or a question on my channel. Thank you very much. I can't actually remember who had asked the question or where to find the question, but I know somebody asked it, and that was very simply, how do I attract a specific person? So that's what I wanted to talk about today, because I know that that is something that a lot of you are working with, whether you have a relationship that you're in or you want to bring in a new relationship or recreate your specific person. I know that that's something that a lot of you are working with. Now, just for transparency's sake, for me personally at the moment, I don't have a specific person in my life. It's not something that I am consciously focusing on because I am currently working on my home. I'm working on my business. I'm working on money. And so, yeah, that's just where I want to put my attention and focus. However, it is something that I am going to be wanting to be focusing more on later in the year. And I, of course, will be sharing my experiences of that with you here on these videos. So obviously that's something to stay tuned for. But for me, just my priority is getting my home right. I certainly have had one specific person that I brought in on Law of Assumption, and that was amazing because that really helped me elevate my story along. And so I'm sort of working with it in the background, but it's just not priority for me at the moment. So I just want to make that clear. But you know, it doesn't matter because these teachings are the same, whether you're creating a specific person or money or home or whatever, it's all the same thing. I do want to share with you the process for attracting a specific person. And this is the process that I will be using when I am ready to bring that person in. So the way you do it, it's exactly like deleting somebody from your reality. So I'll link that video up there. Not that we're talking about that today. However, the process is exactly the same. Whether you're deleting someone or bringing somebody in, it's all the same because it's all you. It all comes from you. So consciousness is the one and only reality. Your consciousness is what gets pushed out and reflected back. And what that means is, I'm going to break that down a little bit more. So we will have thoughts and stories and assumptions that we're consciously aware of, although some of the times we're not really conscious of what we're thinking, but we think things. So we use our brain to think things up, to create assumptions, thoughts, etc. Now that's not what gets pushed out and reflected back. What happens is those thoughts and assumptions create states of consciousness, and it's like an energetic barcode, and that is what gets pushed out and reflected back into reality. With these teachings, what they do is they help us to direct our thoughts to create the states of consciousness that we want to experience, so that that is what is getting reflected back in our reality. So we do that in our imagination. Your imagination is your playroom, it's your workroom. That is where your work is done. You do not have control over your reality. You have control over consciousness, and it is the consciousness that is what is the cause of your reality. Now, to attract your specific person, it's very easy. It's actually a really easy thing to do, just like anything. You just follow the principles. And the way you do that is you first have to decide what it is that you want. That's the game. Like, you have to know what you want first. I write a list of what the qualities that I want to experience in another person. So if you're a woman interested in men, you would write, he is kind, he is fun, he is attractive, he is passionate about his work, he is generous. Like, whatever you want in a partner, you write the list down. That's where you got to start. You got to know what you want. Then what I do is, what you want to do is remember that your partner is your reflection. So the person that you're bringing in is your reflection. So you have to embody the state of consciousness of what it is that you want. So now that you've got the list of what you want, now you turn it into the I am. It's all you. I am is the name of God. God is everything. God is imagination. God is consciousness. That's all that word is. God is simply the term for infinite awareness, the I amness of all. So I am is the unconditioned awareness, and we want to condition it with what we want. So I am, what did I say? I am, now I can't remember. What did I say on my list? I am kind. I am fun. I am generous. I am passionate about what I do. I am attractive. So you turn all of the things that you've written on your list, you turn that into I am statements. And what you're doing is you're conditioning your state of consciousness, you're conditioning the infinite awareness, the infinite consciousness, to the state of consciousness that you want to experience. So then you just simply hold that state of consciousness of being those things. Now, once you have embodied what it is that you want and claimed that as who you are, then you can go into your imagination and imagine yourself in a scene that implies you have that person in your life. So you are standing opposite any scene that implies that you have that person. Maybe it's a scene where they're coming home from work and you're living together, and they come in the door and they give you a kiss and they ask you how your day was and something like that. Or you could imagine waking up next to them and rolling over and looking at their beautiful face and thinking, oh my God, I am so lucky that I now have this amazing person with me. You would then create the state of imagining that this person is already in your life. Walk around through your day knowing that you're going to see them later that day, or knowing that they're going to text you any moment, and feel the excitement. So you want to be in the state of consciousness of already having that person in your life, knowing that it's just you outpictured as yourself in another form. Everyone is you pushed out, including the partner that you have yet to bring in on a physical manifestation. All the work that you do is done in consciousness. You do all the work first. You create that relationship in consciousness. And remember, everyone is you pushed out. So your partner is you pushed out. So you want to claim the qualities that you want to see in them in yourself first, and then put yourself into the state of already having that person in your life. Imagine all the different scenes. Imagine them holding your hand in theirs, walking the dog together, going out with friends, laughing, getting the texts on the phone and being so excited, having them pick you up and take you out for a date, going to bed with them, making love to them, kissing them, just staring into their eyes, laughing with them, joking with them, like everything and anything. Create the scene in your imagination and then live in that state of already having that amazing, beautiful, wonderful, incredible person in your reality, knowing that your consciousness is what creates your reality. Consciousness is the one and only reality. Reality is simply the reflection of what you're doing in consciousness. And if you are creating this relationship in consciousness, then you have to have that reality reflected back. That is how you attract your specific person. That is how I will be bringing my specific person into my reality when I decide to. That is something that I'm going to be doing later in the year, and I will be sharing that experience with you. In the meantime, you are creating your beautiful partners and specific people. So I hope that helps, and please share your success stories in the comments. Email me with your success stories. I love those stories. I love stories. Anyway, and this is all about creating and manifesting the greatest and grandest love story for yourself. So if that includes a specific person, then that's the way to do it. Good luck. You don't need luck. You are the creators of your reality. In fact, you are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you and assume the best for everyone in your movie too. And you will have an amazing life and an amazing reality. And this is my vision for you. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share it. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.